Alright, so what I need you, Ms. Plummer's class, to do first is to turn your sketchbook to a new page and turn it sideways so you have a nice wide room to work with. We are going to be doing a landscape today. A landscape means we are drawing the land, and it can be any kind of land. It can be a jungle, or overlooking a mountain valley, or looking down at a river or the ocean, as long as it has to do something with looking at the land. And in this case, the land we are looking at is a winter wonderland. So let's get started with our winter wonderland landscape. First things first, I would like on the left side of my paper a nice tall triangle. Next to that, a small circle on top of a slightly larger circle on top of a papa circle to start making a snowman. Excuse me. Now we already have a problem. Our stuff is floating in outer space. So what we need to do is we need to draw a line behind that. Does not need to be straight. Now that's great. Now we have sky and land, but that's not very interesting. Let's go ahead and make a lot of little hills. Simply draw by just drawing stripes. Gonna make a snow field behind our snowman. I'm gonna do 3 lines. Way back. Okay, so we're going further back. The higher up we go on our paper, the further back in our land. Way in the back. Let's have some snowy mountains. It's just big, rounded triangles. All the way across our paper. Maybe have that one have 2 peaks instead. Make sure they're connected. And that makes it a little bit more interesting. It's so nice and snowy that all these mountains are going to be snow-capped. Just put a zigzag line to put snow caps on each of these mountains. Excuse me. And it wouldn't be a good snowy winter landscape if we started working on the sky. You don't want the sun to come out because that would make it too hot. Instead, go ahead and add some snow clouds. All the way across your paper. Big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones. Let's go ahead and add some clouds. They block out the sun, make it kind of gray. And it's cold enough that coming out of them has to be 32 degrees below. No, 32 degrees at least, excuse me, outside. Today is going to be more of a 50s kind of day, so there's no chance it's going to snow today, at least here. But in our picture, it can, and snowflakes are so easy. You start with a line, and then you put an X through it to make snowflakes. So let's go ahead. One snowflake does not make snow. Let's go ahead and add a lot of snowflakes. It's snowing in our picture. Huzzah. After that, let's go ahead and add a few small triangles way over here. And that's going to be very small trees way over there. They're so way over there. And then we're going to add some larger triangles closer. We could have one right here. We'll go over our lines. Y'all can erase, I can't because I'm working with marker, but that's okay. So now we have some more trees that are dotting our landscape. There's that word again, landscape. And since these are pine trees, I would like to introduce y'all to Bob the Bush. Bob the Bush starts with 2 Y's. And go ahead and add more branches to that. Excuse me. Because for our snowman, his branches had to come from, his arms had to come from somewhere, and I'm afraid Bob the Bush has provided his arms for our snowman. So go ahead and give your snowman arms. A triangle in the middle of his face for a carrot nose. 2 coal eyes. And 4 circles, coal circles for his mouth. Go ahead and add kind of a collar to him so we can start on a scarf. It's just a smile line on the second one. We're going to give that smile line 2 odd legs. And then make it kind of frilly at the bottom to make a scarf that's going around our snowman's neck now. And wherever you can fit them, big old coal buttons. Huzzah, we have a snowman now, with the help of Bob the Bush. Well, I don't know about you, but some families, when they have a nice kind of pine tree or cedar out front, sometimes decorate with lights, outside lights. Their outside Christmas tree, and they get to have a Christmas tree that's out in their front yard too. So we're going to decorate this tree right here. Let's go ahead and start with, I want you to choose a shape as your tree topper, and go ahead and put that shape at the top of your tree. We're going to pull a line down, then down again, then down again, and down again, kind of almost zigzagging across our tree to start making the garland, just kind of like this ribbon stuff you put on the tree. And we're going to come back and we're going to make it fluffier by adding a parallel line to each of those. Let's go ahead and add some circles for ornaments. And then I'm going to do candy canes, and candy canes are simply hooks or an upside down letter J. Excuse me, sorry. I'm a little stopped up this morning. Now, just like we did with the garlands, we're going to come back in and you are going to do a parallel line next to them and then put some stripes in them. So you're just going to come back, come next to it, and make it more of a shape rather than a line. And there we go. We now have a winter wonderland landscape for us to do. The purples, the mountains can be purple in the back. We can have gray for the clouds from our pencil. We could overline our snowflakes in blue so they stand out against our white paper. Of course, color the fir trees that are way far in the background. Color in your snowman's scarf and nose. And go ahead and, of course, color in your outside Christmas tree. When you are done with all that, and the sub says it looks good, you may free draw. All right, I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.